My man doesn't make the decisions in my relationship. I do. I tell him what to do, and I tell him what a queen I am, and he needs to tell me every single day how beautiful I am and do exactly what I say and be at my ever-loving beck and call.
Have you noticed that the same women who spent years asking for sensitive, deconstructed men are now desperate, crying on social media and asking where all the masculine men went? It's almost ironic. They wanted absolute power. They wanted to command, humiliate, control. And now they complain that men don't lead anymore, don't take action, don't protect, don't decide. Today, you're going to watch the real outcome of this revolution. Frustrated, lost, lonely women screaming on the internet and blaming men.
Can I just say something? What has happened to masculine men? I feel like nowadays men are so feminine. They are so passive. They are so overly emotional. They want to be chased. They want to be pursued. Like, what has happened to masculinity? And it's now pushing women to become more masculine because they're seeing how emotional the men are. And they're like, well, this guy's not going to be able to protect me. This guy's not going to be able to lead. This guy's not going to be able to problem solve. Women are attracted to strength. They are attracted to disciplined masculine men who have high levels of self-respect. So many of these men have just turned into little bitches. Like, they want to be chased, they want to be pursued. They're still resting and sitting in their feminine energy, and they're wondering why their testosterone levels are low, why they have problems with women, and that's why you're not masculine.
Here, we have a clear reflection. When men abdicate leadership, discipline, and stoicism, women are forced to take that role. She's describing a consequence, not a choice. Modern men were conditioned to be weak, passive, and emotionally dependent. Women are naturally attracted to strength, direction, and protection, not a sensitive friend competing in emotional territory. But there's also female responsibility. Many women encourage this exaggerated softness and now complain about the results. Wanting masculinity means respecting it when it shows up.
No fucking wonder there's a male loneliness epidemic. You fuckers don't know how to date. This guy asked me, he was like, do you want to hang out on Thursday? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So Thursday rolls around. I'm waiting all day for him to text me when we're hanging out, what we're doing, where we're going. And he never does. The day passes. It's Friday now. Friday afternoon, actually. And he texts me. He's like, so when can I see you? You could have saw me last night. But I didn't say that. Instead, I said, oh, I'm off of work at 5:30 tomorrow. Let's do something then. And he's like, all right, bet. Sounds good. So tomorrow comes around. Tomorrow is today. I get off of work at 5:30 and I check my phone. No texts. Right, we're supposed to be hanging out, but I have got no confirmation. Don't know where we're going. Don't know what we're doing. Don't know what time. So I text him. I'm like, hey, what are we doing? And he goes, I'm bad at choosing. I don't know. You pick. Bro, do not piss me off like that. Do not piss me off. Luckily, I am full of ideas. So I spew a couple. I'm like, do you want to make slime like it's 2016? Or do you want to go to this haunted house? Please, I really want to go to this haunted house really bad. I love Halloween. And he's like, oh, that haunted house looks fun. And I'm like, right? I love haunted houses. But he says, but usually haunted houses aren't that scary. Okay. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Are we going or not? So I was like, okay, well, if you want to do something different, like, pick a plan. Make a fucking plan, baby girl. So then he asked me, do you have Netflix? Yeah, I do have Netflix. Why? What's your grand idea? And he goes, how about we watch the scariest movie on Netflix? By the way, I can't drive tonight. Oh, so you want me to drive 40 minutes across the city to your house with my car, my gas money, to Netflix and chill on the first date? First, with my Netflix account, mind you. I think the fuck not. No. And I was rooting for this one. I was really rooting for this guy. He was so cute. He seemed so nice. He thought I was funny. But oh my fucking god, bro. Where's your fucking spine? Sorry, 3 strikes, you're out.
She complains that the man didn't take initiative, didn't plan, didn't lead, and she's right on that point. Commitment requires action. But at the same time, she reacts with contempt, verbal humiliation, and childish attitude. That shows the opposite extreme. She wants an adult man while acting like an offended teenager. A man of value won't tolerate being treated like an incompetent just because he suggested something simple. Relationships require clear communication. If she truly wants masculine leadership, she needs to appreciate initiative, not ridicule attempts. Otherwise, she'll push away the exact kind of man she claims to want.
My man doesn't make the decisions in my relationship. I do. I tell him what to do, and I tell him what a queen I am, and he needs to tell me every single day how beautiful I am and do exactly what I say and be at my ever-loving beck and call. Okay, so you're dating a little sissy boy. Okay, awesome. So you're dating a little pansy boy. Okay, awesome. So you wear the pants in your relationship. Okay, awesome. So you are dating a little boy, not a man. Okay, awesome. And also, just to say on top of all of this, you seem to be quite toxic. You know, if you really need to be the person who's in control in your relationship and you don't take your husband or your boyfriend's or your man's feelings into consideration and everything's all about you always, you're selfish and you're toxic, and you honestly should not be in any relationship. So sorry to tell you. It's one thing when you have a man who's like, oh yeah, that's cool, like let's do it, and you're like super appreciative over the fact that he is willing to do what you want to do. But for those of you women who are like always needing a man to bend to your own will, but you're never willing to bend to his, yeah, you're toxic as fuck. And you are exactly what's wrong with a lot of our society currently. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm only saying this because I just watched a video, because a girl got ripped to shreds because she posted a video saying, we're staying in the hurricane, we're staying behind, we're not evacuating, because my boyfriend wants us to stay. And then her next video was, yeah, you guys just seem to not understand, like I'm in this area, I'm not in this, and my boyfriend, yeah, he does what I say, I make the decisions here. And I'm like, girly pop, no, you made that video because you wanted to have a reaction and because you know that people were going to react that way, which is fine, cool. I'm the queen of clickbait, okay? I love stirring a little bit of controversy on here because that's how you get your videos pushed out. Unfortunately, you have to act like a lunatic on this app, totally understand that, but for then you to like blame your boyfriend and essentially to call him out for being a little pussy boy, yeah, that's sad. Yeah. Sounds like you need a man in your life and not another woman. Sorry.
The type of woman she's describing represents exactly what's ruining many modern relationships: the obsession with power, not partnership. She demands submission, constant validation, and total emotional control over men, and still calls it being a queen. In reality, that reveals insecurity, inflated ego, and a complete inability to respect masculine leadership. Later, she'll complain that men lost their masculinity. But this posture is exactly what castrates men and destroys the natural polarity of a relationship. Deep down, she confuses love with domination. A man who accepts this stops being admired. And when she realizes she runs everything, she'll feel disgust, because no woman respects a man she can dominate.
Male loneliness epidemic. Yeah. Do you want to know the last time a man held the door open for me? Do you want to know the last time a man wanted to see me in the daylight? Do you want to know the last time a man bought me flowers? Do you want to know the last time a man picked me up for a date? I'm sorry that I'm not jumping at the opportunity to be treated like complete fucking dog shit. I'm sorry that I'm not jumping at the opportunity to receive the bare minimum from a man. At the end of the day, I can do all those things for me, and I can do it without some man bitching and whining and moaning in my ear about it. I dated a guy one time and he told me, well, I can't buy you flowers that much because then you're just going to expect it and it's not going to be as special. Why isn't it just like a normal thing that you regularly do? And I also had to ask for flowers, and he never held the door open for me. The last time I was involved with a man that I wanted to date, he threatened to leak my nudes when I pissed him off, and then he gaslit me and called me crazy, and the whole time he was talking to a complete other girl. And also, I don't really feel like getting into a relationship and then immediately being pressured by society to get married, have children, start a family, because apparently that's all that women are good for in this day and age. And I've done the math. My life is just a whole lot better and easier without a man in my life dating me, because at the end of the day, I don't need to depend on them for happiness, and I'm way better off on my own. And until a man wants to treat me right, then I'm fine being single. So maybe do better.
This woman was hurt by bad experiences, but turned personal pain into a collective narrative. All men are trash. She demands princess treatment, but offers resentment, sarcasm, and distrust. The result is obvious. No high-value man will invest in someone who treats relationships like a battlefield. She says she's better alone, but her tone is always defensive, typical of someone trying to disguise loneliness as forced independence. If she wants a man to do the basics, she must first be a woman who inspires kindness. Respect and affection aren't automatic rights. They're built through reciprocity.
Unpopular opinion, but being a man in today's world might actually be one of the hardest jobs on the planet. And here's why. So check this out. Women say they want sensitivity, but not too much sensitivity. Share your emotions, but don't you dare share too many or suddenly you are weak. They say be a good leader, but in the same breath, I'm not following you anywhere because I'm Miss Independent. How does that even work? They want strength with just the right amount of vulnerability, honesty, but not so honest that it points out their flaws, because then you are the bad guy. They expect you to read their damn mind, but if you assume what they're thinking, you're wrong. Be financially stable, but also have endless free time to give all your attention to me. Because doesn't financial stability take time to build? When you hear these requests out loud, you realize how much they contradict each other. Sounds confusing, right? But imagine being the man who's expected to figure all of this out. So here's the question. Do men really have it easier? Or are we just not being honest about how impossible these expectations really are? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I know this one is going to spark a debate.
Ladies, the more masculine a man is, the more controlling he's going to be. This does not mean that he's going to be insecure. This means that he's always looking to protect you. That's why he always pays attention to everything that you do, because he's always looking out for your best interest. If you're not used to a man like that and you don't trust him, you're going to see it as controlling. You're going to think he's trying to take over your life. But in reality, he's just a true alpha, and that's just how they are built. So if you trust this man, if you know that this man loves you, if you know that he wants to give you everything, if you know that you can be led by this man, listen to this man and trust this man, because he's only looking to elevate you and position you in a better place. And a great way for you to realize this is to ask yourself, whenever he's trying to redirect you, is this for my benefit and the benefit of this relationship? And if the answer is yes, there you have it.
This woman understands something important. A strong man naturally takes control, not out of insecurity, but responsibility. He observes, guides, protects, and anticipates threats. The problem is that many modern women interpret leadership as oppression because they were raised to distrust masculinity. When she says to trust a high-value man, she's restoring an ancient pact. He leads for her good, not for tyranny. But it's crucial to distinguish leadership from abuse. Healthy control lifts you up. It doesn't cage you. When a woman finds an honorable man, allowing him to lead brings peace, not fear. The feminine thrives when it finds strength, not when it tries to replace it.
Please, ladies, are these men okay? Are you men fucking alright? Are you men alright? Are you men alright? Because I've just got on 2 trains and had to tell 4 men to shut the fuck up and get up. I was willing to get banged in the face today because it was me that wanted to get banged in. I can't even flip and speak. Guys, men are fighting me on the train. Sorry, an elderly woman got on the train today. First of all, men are fighting me to get on the train. First of all, like, a man barged in front of me to get in front of the train. I don't know if it's the military hat or what. I don't know what's going on, but men are very much on crack recently. You guys need to calm the fuck down and remember your position. An elderly woman got on the train today. She's standing on the Bakerloo line. She's tumbling left and right. I had to peek and look to see if everyone was awake or if everyone was just looking at this woman. I told the man, get the fuck up. I told the man, get up. I said, do you dare? I said, get up. I said, you see an elderly woman here tumbling, moving left and she's doing this on the train. She's doing this. She's doing this with her stick. And these men didn't want to get. I said, get up. Yalla, habibti, get the fuck up. Other one. Oh, I was on smoke today because I genuinely couldn't believe my eyes. Like, I was very much angry in humanity because men aside, women should also get up. But also, the men, majority of the people that were sitting down on this train were dirty, stinking men. Dirty, stinking men, as if they can't get up. Are you unable? You're not unable. You're not disabled. Another train. I got on the overground at Woolston Junction. Sorry, a woman and her child were standing in the middle of the this new lioness line, wobbling. She's holding on to her child. This woman is wobbling. And she's standing in front of 3 men. What did I do? I told him to get up. Sorry. I told him, get up. I said, can you get up, please? He's looking at me like I've done something wrong. I said, get the fuck. I said, can you get up, please? You can see a woman and with her child are standing in front of you, tumbling. And you're sitting there watching your Netflix. No time for chilling here. Get up. Because I'm sorry. I was so angry. Oh my gosh. I was so angry at the fact that these men are not men anymore. Nah.
She's tired of men who are apathetic, selfish, and have no sense of social duty. Giving up a seat for an elderly person or a mother isn't outdated. It's honor, manners, and virtue. When men become indifferent to the suffering of others, they lose their social role. The problem is, that by speaking aggressively and insulting men, she reinforces the war between genders. Men need to become useful, attentive, and responsible again. And women must understand that respect is earned better with calm firmness than humiliation. Male behavior is declining, but screaming won't restore character.